Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog, and we finally got married. So I have so much to chat. This is going to be a super chatty, showing you things that you can clearly see around the apartment that are new. I'm honestly so happy that everything is slowing down finally. Like, I've had this past week to just soak everything in. I just feel like I have a lot to share. Like, it was amazing. It feels so weird not having that much to do, because before leaving for the wedding I had to do so much planning and leaving the house ready and buying things. Like, all the last minute stuff was driving me crazy, and now that we're back I have like way less on top of me. So this is going to be a very chill vlog. I really want to focus on getting a little bit back into the routine, because of course once we were back I was kind of slacking a little bit and not doing some things, and I just kind of want to find my groove again. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the wedding, that I think it's what I have the most to say about. So I would highly recommend you to grab your coffee. If it's a little bit later for you, I would grab a glass of wine, maybe a snack. And yeah, I'm gonna recap a little bit. If I have pictures, because I have the preview of the pictures. I only have like 20 or so. I didn't really have my phone pretty much the entire weekend. I kept losing it. And I think it was kind of part of the whole thing that I wanted to disconnect. So basically every single day I would leave my phone somewhere or give it to someone, and then I would forget who this was. So I was really barely on my phone, which honestly I loved. I absolutely loved not taking pictures or not filming anything or not checking anything at all. I just was in the moment with everyone. I really just enjoyed everything so much. I know that on the last video that I did talking about the wedding, I said that I was so nervous, and I was. Like, it was a little bit stressful, and I was a little bit scared about certain things, like walking down the aisle, the vows, the first dance, but the rest I was very calm about. So I'm gonna talk about that. So this is the ring. It feels weird to finally be wearing it. Like, we planned the wedding for a year and a half almost. Like, it was a really long time of planning, and now that it's finally done, it feels weird. Like, I didn't think that I was gonna feel like this, but I kind of do. Like, I keep checking my to-do list and finding things about the wedding and being like, okay, I don't have to worry about that anymore. And it's not that I'm sad about it, it's just like a change that I was not really expecting that I was gonna feel that much. But yeah, like, I feel some sort of like a weight lifted off my shoulders, but also kind of sentimental that I'm not planning it anymore. But I think it's something that you just get used to it as time goes by. Especially the last 2 weeks, I feel like I was so stressed and I had so many things going on, because we were not in France and the wedding was in France. There were so many things that we needed to fix, plan, buy, ship, like really a lot going on that I felt like I had almost no control on, but I was still doing my best. However, I have to say that the wedding weekend was the best weekend of my entire life. It went way better than I expected. I just don't know how to express it. I had the idea of how the weekend was going to be, but I had no clue that I was gonna have so much fun and that it was gonna be so amazing. The day that I think I was the most nervous was the day that we drove to Angers. So we basically drove from Barcelona to Angers. It was around 10 hours. We had to take the car because we had Masha, the wedding dress, other dresses for the weekend, the suit. We also brought some alcohol ourselves and things for the weekend. That taking the train or a plane, I think it would have complicated things way more, and especially we did need the car a lot once we were there. The 10 hours actually went by really fast. I was nervous because I felt like as close that we were getting to Angers, it was like, okay, it's happening, and people were starting to arrive. So basically how the wedding was set up, it was from Thursday to Monday. Our closest friends and family were gonna stay at the chateau with us. It was around 25 people staying with us, like including us. Then on Friday we were gonna have the welcome dinner. Saturday it was the wedding, and Monday it was a day for everyone to just do nothing. Like, every single day, of course, except Saturday, everyone could use like the golf course, the tennis court, the pool, the lake. Like, the weather was really amazing during the entire weekend. We had a little bit of rain here and there. So when we arrived on Thursday, I just want to give the context that every time that we saw the venue, like the castle, it was always during winter. We went to see it in person twice. So it was not green, no flowers. It was a little bit grayish, like no sun coming out. And I didn't know much what to expect like in person when we would go see it during the spring. And when we arrived, it was full of flowers. Everything was so green. Like, the place by itself didn't even need much decoration. It was just a very beautiful place. And also the inside of the chateau, they renovated a few of the rooms, including ours. It was just prettier. Like, I swear, I don't know if it was also the excitement, but I arrived and I was like, this is stunning. I'm so happy. So that Thursday, the only thing that we had planned was a dinner, and it was like a really small snack and champagne, a few toasts and speeches, and you know, everyone kind of getting together, especially the ones that we were staying there. It was basically our parents, our best friends, bridesmaids, groomsmen, just the closest people, and a few of them didn't know each other, so it was really nice because we could see them kind of bond. Like, all of my friends and Polo's friends, they just kind of became best friends, so it was so much fun. Like, after the dinner, we would always have like mini parties. I'm gonna try to put pictures of the things that I have. I did take a few clips here and there, very minimal, but I have a few things to show. Of course, when I have the wedding video, that it has to be ready sometime soon, I hope. I'm definitely going to share like a social media friendly version because the wedding was very small, very private. We didn't want to share like that much because of that. Like, I never planned any of this really thinking about social media at all. So I asked the videographers if they could do like a long video for us and then like a shorter version to share here on YouTube and a little bit of what I have shared so far on Instagram. Of course, I want to share with everyone. This is literally part of my life and my vlogs are part of my life. So we just wanted to make sure that it was something short, sweet, that you could see like a little bit how the day it was. So when I have that, I'll share, I promise. So talking a little bit about the outfits, I ended up using the Philosophy by Lorenzo Serafini, I believe, with my Chanel sling bags and the pearl bag because I wanted nothing too high because I was gonna be standing up. It was not a sit down dinner, so I was going to be standing up for a while, so I definitely wanted to be comfortable. And yeah, overall it worked great. We had such a good time. We stayed a little bit too late that day too because we haven't seen our friends in a really long time, especially like everyone together. During Friday, we did have to sort some things out because Friday was the welcome dinner. It was not really a rehearsal dinner, but more like a pre-wedding dinner where everyone kind of gets together, everyone can go see the place. I think it was very good for me to be able to see like everyone and to calm down because the dinner was so easy. The food was amazing. It was fun. We had music. I think Friday helped so much in terms of we were able to say hi to everyone because pretty much every single wedding guest that was going to be on Saturday was on Friday. So we talked to everyone, we welcomed them, we introduced people to each other, so it made just everything so much easier, and it was also like a little bit more chill. Everyone was more relaxed, everyone was having fun. It was not that formal. I was wearing that day the Lanvin dress and the René Caovilla heels. I think that day Masha had the best time because since a lot of people were standing and moving from table to table, she was basically greeting everyone and going everywhere. Every time that I would turn around, she was like with someone new, giving her pets and attention. So she was pretty much the star of the show, especially on Friday. Also, as many of you guys know, I love Mamma Mia, and that day Polo's mom organized, like, it was a surprise, but basically everyone danced super trooper. If you watch Mamma Mia, like, you know what that scene is about, but it was just really cute. There were a few toasts again, a few speeches. Overall, I just feel like having Friday was perfect for me and I think for everyone. I don't know how else to explain the weekend, but like, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Of course, on the wedding day, I woke up and I was freaking out. I knew that I was going to be a little bit nervous because the day, of course, you have the wedding dress, you have to walk down the aisle, the vows, all of that. That I am someone that, as I've said before, I know that I have social media, but I am very much an introvert and I hate public speaking. I really feel uncomfortable when I'm the center of attention, like a lot of people looking at me or expecting me to do something. So that was what had me like the most concerned. But getting ready with the bridesmaids and my maid of honor. My maid of honor was Geraldine. She's Polo's little sister. She's 17 years old now, but I have known her since she was 8, so she's basically my little sister. And the other 2 bridesmaids were my best friends from years and years. So it was basically the 4 of us getting ready. It did help me calm down because they were distracting me a lot. We were putting music on and talking about things that were not like related to the day. I think they know me very well. When I did freak out, and I'm gonna be very honest, was when I had to walk down the aisle. I zoned out completely when I heard the song playing because I walked down the aisle with slipping through my fingers, and I heard that they started to play it and everyone turned to look at me, and I don't know why. I was expecting everyone to be looking like to the front, to everyone that was already there. So basically I froze. I walked alone, so I froze when I saw everyone looking at me. So I remember looking to my wedding planner, Sabrina, and I told her like, I cannot do it. You're gonna have to walk with me. And she was like, no, you can do it yourself. So I pulled through. I'm really, really proud that I did, and I did not trip. I did, however, lose the veil not once, but twice. I think it was just too long and we didn't really test it before, so it was attached to like a headband and it kept pulling off. I don't know if I'm gonna have pictures of me like trying to keep it on place, but if I do, I'll show you. So walking down, I kind of lost it once, and then on the altar I lost it a second time, but I did not trip. I made it to the altar. It was very cute, personal. We had very few guests. We ended up being around 65 people in total. Polo's uncle was the one who officiated the ceremony, so we had a little bit of like English and Spanish. It was very personal, very short, very cute. Polo said his vows, and I wanted to laugh so much because our vows were so similar. Mine were a little bit longer, and I didn't want to cry because I'm someone who cries when I see someone else crying, and I could hear a few people crying, and I just wanted to keep it together by the time that I was going to read, because I was already like too nervous that I knew that if I started crying, it was game over. I would not have done it differently in any way. Like, I can really go back to the day and it was just perfect. Like, even the things that didn't work out made it like really funny and cute, and nothing that I would say like, oh, I wish that I would have practiced or this or that, because I think I would have been even more nervous if I knew exactly what was going to happen or what I was supposed to do. Masha was perfect. Polo was the one who walked with Masha, and then we gave her to Morgan. For the ones who regularly watch my vlogs, Morgan is our friend and he was on the vlog for New Year's. So we gave Masha to Morgan, and she was so focused on the lake. Like, I could see him struggling to make her like look towards the people, but no, she was like, there's a dog on the lake. But I thought at first to walk myself with her, but I think with the veil, freaking out, it would be probably too much for me. And the dress was also like a lot going on, so I think we did like the best way to go. For Masha, we did have a doggy nanny, which was the best of the best decision that we could have had. Unfortunately, Masha could not sleep inside the castle, and she could not be inside of the castle, but she could be like on the surrounding, like the gardens and during the dinner and everything. So we were mainly outside every single day. So the doggy nanny would bring Masha in the morning, and she would take her basically like at 10 p.m. By this time, I could see that Masha was dead and she just wanted to take a nap. So she seemed to be very, very happy, and I also was not worried if she was like doing anything anywhere, because she's very nosy. She loves to go around and see everything and talk to everyone, and I knew that she was being taken care of, but she was mainly with us, I would say, most of the time. After getting ready, I had a photo shoot with her, and she had the zoomies when she saw me, because she didn't see me for like the beginning of the day. It was really, really cute. I also cannot wait to see those pictures. The flowers were beautiful. Like, everything ended up being like blue themed. The jewelry, the girls' dresses, the boys had a tie, the flowers. There was blue stuff here and there. And for my something old, something borrowed, and something blue, the something old, Polo's aunt gave me a ring that was from Polo's grandma. So it was a very old family piece, and it was also blue, so it kind of went perfectly together. The something borrowed was the veil. So basically every cousin in Polo's family has worn that veil, the ones that have gotten married so far, and they were so kind and included me, so the veil was the borrowed. And the something blue were these earrings that Polo's mom gave me a few months ago. We did have a violin and a cello, and I of course asked to include all of the Bridgerton soundtrack and a few Mamma Mia like instrumental versions, but all of the Bridgerton, including Give Me Everything Tonight by Pitbull. That was a song to cut the cake. Actually, we put it twice. I was actually kind of bummed because I saved to watch Bridgerton, like the first part, during the wedding weekend, but I was so tired every single night that when we would go to bed, I just fell asleep right away. So until a few days ago, I was able to finally see season 3, which I really love. Like, I love Bridgerton. I know that a lot of people don't like it, but I just find it like a comfort type of TV show, and the music was just perfect. Like, we really liked it. After the ceremony, we had the cocktail, which was so good. I was very hungry. I did down 2 glasses of champagne because I kind of needed it. I didn't have anything beforehand, just water and breathing. So after the ceremony, I felt like I could finally relax, so I had 2 glasses of champagne, and I snacked a little bit here and there, like said hi to people. Everyone was hugging us. cameras, I just felt so loved, so happy. It felt wholesome, like that's the way that I can describe it. Like everyone was just laughing and having a good time. The wedding was not too formal, so I think that was key for us to feel comfortable and everyone else too. I do have to give a massive shout out to the photographers and videographers because I was nervous that I was gonna feel overwhelmed with a camera or like 5 following us around basically the entire day. I know that right now I'm talking to a camera, but it's very different because I'm just sitting down and I'm talking to it, kind of like in control. And when Polo takes pictures of me or friends take pictures of me for Instagram, I just feel like it's kind of different. Our photographer was so sweet and so nice, so comforting. He would always find ways to make me smile, relax. He would give me time if I needed it. So I just want to highly recommend him. He is Wet Lifer on Instagram. And we had 2 videographers. One is the Wedding Valley. I haven't seen it, but they were really sweet. And the other one is Meluna's Films. I already posted like a little teaser that he filmed. So I'm gonna leave their socials and anything on the description for anyone that's been looking for good photographers and videographers for your wedding. They are based in Italy, all of them, but they do destination weddings like around Europe, and I don't know if they would go to the US, but you can ask. I do have to admit about the sneakers that I showed you. So I was wearing the Jimmy Choos, and I think the mistake that I did is that I put them on way too early. So by the time that I walked down the aisle, I had been on my feet for like 2-3 hours already, walking around, taking pictures, just kind of waiting. So I was already quite tired. So during the cocktail, I changed to the sneakers. They are horrible. They are really ugly. Like I don't plan to wear them ever again. But I do have to say they saved my ass, and no one could tell that I was wearing sneakers. Like I asked a ton of people like, just can you see the shoes? You could not see them. You could not tell on the pictures. It's just my little secret. No one knew. And I was so comfortable. So I just want to highly recommend it to everyone that is not used to wearing heels for a long period of time, especially really high ones, to get platform sneakers. Even if they're ugly, they're not gonna see them because of the dress, and you can walk around and be up on your feet for pictures, and it helps you to rest a little bit. And after the dinner, I did change back to the heels for the dance and everything. So don't worry, you're not gonna see the pictures on any part of the video and pictures. I made sure of that. The dinner was amazing. The speeches of the maid of honor and the best man were so cute. Again, I'm just gonna keep saying like it was just such a beautiful day that exceeded anything that I was hoping that it was going to be. The cake was amazing. I'm kind of bummed because I was only able to taste the chocolate part and I actually wanted pistachio, but it flew. Like people loved it and we were focusing on other things, so it was probably my mistake that I didn't go right away to get a slice of cake. Basha's cupcake ended up being like a 10-person cake. It was massive and she was the first one to get cake. I think I have a picture of that. I assumed that it was good, but it had no sugar, no anything, so it was like only for her. I was hoping for something smaller, but no, she got something like around this size. It was quite big. We also had 2 champagne towers. Don't ask me why we had 2, but we had 2. And at the end, of course, the party, which was so much fun. We first had the first dance, which was like the last part that I was worried about because I practiced a lot with Polo this dance. Our song was I'll Be by Edwin McCain. For the ones that are basically my age, you will know the song. I didn't want to go for anything that was Taylor Swift or Ed Sheeran. I wanted something that I haven't really seen a lot of first dances about, but that I liked the song, and this was a movie. It's a really cute song and I just wanted something different, and Polo also really liked it. So basically what we did was like dance for like a minute and a half, and then we connected it to Dancing Queen from ABBA to kind of like start the party. So all of our friends knew that we were gonna put Dancing Queen, so it was really easy to transition for the dance, that it was very slow and romantic to just the party and everyone jumping in. It was just, I think, perfect way to pair it. The DJ and the music, perfect. Like I loved and knew every single song. Like we did give like a guide of the songs that we kind of wanted, so I literally have no complaints. From the beginning we knew that we were not looking for like a big like grand wedding. We wanted something a little bit more intimate, fun, low-key. Yes, beautiful, like I know that it was in a chateau, but like the activities and how we wanted to set up things, we just wanted it to be something that would run smoothly, that it wouldn't have like a lot going on, so we would have time to sit down, relax a little bit and enjoy the moment. So that's basically what we did. For the decor and the menus that I definitely wanted to show and recommend, they also made our invite brides. I'm gonna leave their social media here for anyone that wants to check them out. It was absolutely stunning. They made everything in time, went perfectly with the theme of the wedding. Like, I have zero complaints. I cannot wait to see more pictures. I cannot wait to see the videos. So we are now married. I don't know if you feel different. I kind of feel the same.
Yeah.
We're just finally wearing the rings.
Oh, the other day I was just saying like to a guy like, oh yes, my girlfriend, and I was like, no, she's not my girlfriend.
I think it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to saying husband and not boyfriend. But I think after being 9 years together, it's hard to make that switch. Also, something that happened, like we almost got the wedding ruined by rain. Like it started to rain on the wedding day.
Well, no, it didn't start, but I was looking at the phone and it says like it's raining right now and it's gonna be raining like for 2 hours.
The wedding planner came in and told me like,
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to do it inside because it's going to rain. And I went to the window and it was so cloudy. I was sure that it was going to be a no-go.
But by the time everyone started arriving, it was a bit cloudy, but like the weather was super nice, no wind, no rain.
It was perfect for pictures also.
Yeah, it was,
like the photographers.
The light for the pictures was super nice. The temperature was super nice because the day before for the welcome dinner, it was a bit cold.
Yes.
Yeah. When the sun went down, it started to be cold. And at the wedding, everyone was sitting outside. It was like super nice. A bit chilly, maybe like at 1 a.m., but normal.
I think I never felt cold during Saturday, like during the wedding day. So I think that was good. I don't know if it was just luck or...
A bit, because Sunday, it was like raining all day.
The next day, yeah, it was very tricky because
Sunday.
it was just raining and raining and raining. So, I mean, I had an amazing time. I know that you did too.
Yes, our friends had an amazing time.
I think even more than us. We would be the first ones to go to bed.
I mean, yeah,
like at 1.
Thursday, we went to bed
at 1.
Yeah.
It was reasonable.
Yeah. Friday also like 1:30.
And every single day they were like partying
until 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah, so I don't know where they get the energy. We've always been the ones who prefer wine and movies in the house than clubbing, and they've always been the clubbing type of people. So they just have a lot of energy that I don't understand. Quite jealous if you ask me, because they were not hungover the next day. They were full of energy, like
playing tennis for 4 hours after partying all night.
The day after the wedding on Sunday, I was dead. I lost my voice. I think because I screamed too much on the party, and I was singing every single song because I knew every single song. So I lost my voice for a few days.
And it was nice that after the wedding we had like 2 more days to stay at the chateau so we can relax and not just like, okay, now we pack and we leave.
Yeah, I think picking to stay a few days, like first of all, 2 days before the wedding, we kind of got like into the groove and the feeling of the day. I think if we would have arrived and the next day would have been the wedding, I would freak out.
Yes.
I would not be able to dip my toes into the situation, especially how I am. Also, something that happened, Polo didn't say my name during the ceremony. When he said, I take you, he skipped my name and went to my last name.
And everyone laughed and I didn't even understand why. I didn't even notice. And then I was like, maybe like 10 seconds just like not saying anything, and it was like, oh, yes, Lucia.
Yeah, he didn't say my name. And our vows were almost identical too. That was kind of funny.
They were nice.
We didn't fall. Dancing with the dress was really hard.
Because every single time that we practiced, you were wearing like pants.
Yeah.
And
turning with a really big dress is not as easy.
The wedding, every single time that we turned, you had all the dress like on the floor.
So I had to basically move everything.
And I was kicking it.
It was supposed to have like an attachment to put the train on the inside and make it like not that long of a train. But every single time with dancing, because it was a lot going on, it would just detach and I would have it back there and people were kind of stepping on it. So I wasn't, but Geraldine ended up making it like a tail. It was like a little bun. I'm gonna show you a picture. Like, it was definitely not ideal, but at the end I didn't really care that much because I was already a bit drunk and I didn't want to trip. It was also easier for everyone around us to not have like, be careful with all of that. His suit, that I was kind of guiding him towards the colors because they kind of went very well with the theme.
It ended up being very nice.
Yeah, it was perfect. I really like it, and I think you can use it afterwards for other things.
It's a bit formal, but yeah, like for the pants and the jacket.
I really liked it. I think it was a really, really nice suit. So now that I'm done with my coffee, I think I'm gonna change and I want to show you a few things, a few of the gifts that we got. Also the table that Polo is very much happy and in love with us. It's really nice. I really like it. I think makes the space look a little bit bigger and just kind of start the day. Okay, so let's change and get ready. After this, I want to unbox a few things that I really want to show you, and also just like unpack them because I haven't used them. They've been sitting on the box for a while. And also I want to show you the new table and how the living room looks now because it just made it so much bigger. And something else that we ordered from the wedding registry, that it is going to be here until August, but the order has been placed, so at some point it's going to arrive. But before that, and now that I'm here in the closet, I wanted to talk about something. I just want to touch it briefly because I don't want this video, this vlog to be about it, and I hope that you guys understand. But for the ones who follow me on Instagram, you probably already know, like right after the wedding we went to Italy, as I said on my last vlog. It was not our honeymoon, thankfully. Like, I'm really happy that we don't consider it our honeymoon, and it never was intended to be our honeymoon, because on the first day that we arrived to Italy we got robbed from our entire luggage. I'm definitely gonna sit down and make a video about this when I feel a little bit more ready. But inside of my luggage there were 2 Chanel bags, the green and the white ones, so you will not be seeing them anymore, unfortunately, alongside other things that, as I said, gonna sit down and I'm gonna chat about it when I feel ready. The thing that has been a little bit complicated for me to process is that it was way too close to the wedding in terms of dates, and I've been really trying to separate it because I don't want to have any negative feelings from the wedding date for something that happened in a completely different country in other circumstances, and I felt like talking about it straight away. And right now I just don't want that to take away of any of the joy of the wedding and all of this. So I don't feel like I'm ready to sit down and talk about it without making it all about the robbery, because it's drama, it's negative, it's sad, and right now I'm honestly happy. I found a point where I am able to distance the two things from each other, and right now I honestly just want to focus on the wedding and how I feel right now. And maybe in 2 weeks, maybe 3, maybe a month, I'm going to feel like I can sit down, talk about it. There's nothing to be done anymore, so I don't really see a point in talking about it right now. But I know that I'm gonna get a few questions because I posted about it. I did post those Instagram stories because the bags tend to appear on the resale market. So for the ones who already knew, I just want to thank you for, first of all, the kind messages that I received on Instagram. I was overwhelmed. Honestly, I feel very loved by everyone with everything regarding the wedding, but also about this. When I make the video, I'm gonna make sure to share all of the tips and the things that I've learned during this process, so this does not happen again. Of course, hopefully, I cannot really control that, but yeah, I also want to say I'm okay. I'm not sad anymore. I'm really truly happy. I'm navigating it, of course, because there are things that I still need to replace, but I just wanted to mention it quickly on this video because I know that I already posted on Instagram a while ago, and yeah, the video will eventually come. But right now these vlogs are like my little diaries, all the process of moving and all my Barcelona diaries or travel diaries. I sometimes sit down with a glass of wine with Polo and just watch them, so I really want to put only nice things on here. Like, I don't want that to bleed into my content and make me sad again. So now that I've said that, I was feeling a little bit down the other day because many of my Zimmerman dresses were in the luggage, so I went and got one from the new collection and I want to show it to you, and it's probably what I'm gonna wear today. I've been wanting to wear it since last week that I got it, so it's this one. I know that it looks a little bit dark here right now, but I'm gonna show you how it looks. But this is going to be the outfit of today. I know that it is super colorful, but I love the pastels. I just really like the dress, so let me change. Okay, so this is the dress. It's from the new collection. I'm gonna link it because I'm quite sure that it's going to be available, and it has pockets. It's just so summery, so pretty. I really like it. I love how the colors go together and the length and everything. I like it, so I think this is going to be the outfit of today. So this is something that I've been meaning to unbox since the day after the wedding, and I think it's finally time to take everything out and organize it. There's definitely some changes to the apartment that we're gonna make soon, but the first one that we already did was the table. I love the way that this one looks so much. So let's open them up and start using them. Okay, so this was a gift, and of course I already checked what it is. I actually opened one of them, and it's the coffee mugs from Hermes, which is this collection that it's actually my favorite. I just had not opened all of them, and that's what I wanted to do today. So it's basically a coffee tea set for two. We also got some paintings that I cannot wait to hang up. I'm actually really happy that we went by car, because if not, I have no idea how we would have been able to bring back paintings boxes, and we have a lot of wine that was left over. I think we went a little bit overboard when it came to the wine, to be honest. So these are the two mugs. I am absolutely looking into changing the coffee station still. I just cannot find something that is perfect, but with this I just want to hurry up a little bit more, because I have so many mugs, because I love mugs so much. Like every time that I travel, I buy new mugs, and people that love me and know me, they always give me mugs wherever they travel. I don't know, I kind of like to collect them, and at this point I have so many plates and mugs that I'm putting them all over the apartment. Like this is completely full, we cannot put anything else there, and also it's never been ideal. I never really loved it. We got it because it was like for the meantime, and I just have not found the piece that I want to put there. So I guess the hunt will start as soon as I can. So everything is from the same collection. I just want to say I did not ask or say anything about this, and this is literally my favorite collection that Hermes has. Got inspired absolutely by the life of Niels. He always posts in the morning with his great coffee mug and with a new table. I love anything house stuff so much. So this was amazing. This is the next piece. So all of this, I'm definitely gonna want to display it. We also have, oh, this is so cute. I think this is for the sure. This, look at how cute this is. These ones are going to be the plates. I cannot express how pretty, like they are just absolutely stunning. I honestly never thought that I was gonna be the type of person that gets excited about plates and home stuff, but I've become such that type of person. It's a set for two, but I'm definitely going to be beyond careful with them for sure. I think at least the plates, I'm gonna keep storing them in the box until we have like proper storage, because right now we definitely don't have where. That's the thing too, like when we moved here I was surprised, like apartment hunting, how apartments here have no storage, no closets, nothing at all. And in America, like Mexico, US, Canada, it's so normal to have like a lot of storage space and where to put your things. No, here it's, you kind of have to improvise or do it yourself basically. This is the last one because this was the coffee mugs. So this is the bigger piece and the one that I definitely want to display like next to the coffee machine, and it's the teapot that I've been actually having so much tea lately, especially at night. I think I'm gonna keep all the packaging, probably, yeah. Like I know that there's a ton of boxes, but I just cannot. They are so detailed and so pretty. I'm definitely gonna be super careful with them, I promise. I do have a china set from my grandmother that I'm being so careful with it, and I think it's like the complete opposite, so I really love it. I don't know why it's so dark. The weather has been tricky in the past couple of days, so basically it rains for 5-10 minutes and then the sun comes out, then it rains again. So hopefully, I really hope that it doesn't start to rain. When I woke up, the sun was completely out, so I dressed up thinking about a sunny day and walking around, so I'm going to cross fingers that this is just a cloud. So besides the table, we're also going to change the little sofa that I have. I never show it on my videos because I don't like it a lot. It stains super easy. I don't know if it's about the material, but it's just a one-seat couch. I'm gonna share a picture from IKEA. I've always known that I wanted to change it and probably send this to the office where Masha sits less, but we ordered one from El Corte Inglés. The table is also from El Corte Inglés. So if you happen to be getting married and you live in Spain, I would highly recommend you to make your registry with them because they have really good and beautiful furniture. I think the price is okay, and they also make you like a discount. I'm kind of bummed that some things are gonna take a really long time to arrive, around 2 months, but I waited more for most of the things. Like when we moved in and I saw that we would not have most of the furniture until like 2-3 months later, I was so pissed because I just wanted everything ready, especially the things that you need for day to day, because the house just felt so incomplete. But now, since it's only tweaking and adding things here and there, I'm fine. We now just need to find something for this and to make my coffee in the mornings. Like, I really use that space so much. And now that we have been hosting a little bit more, we need more chairs too. So we also need to order more chairs because we only have 4, and every time that Polo's parents come and Geraldine comes, we need to take a chair out of the office or something like that. So we're definitely not done with the apartment. That's the whole point on this. I'm gonna put this away and store it properly, and hopefully in a little bit the sun will come out, and if not, I'm gonna change, which would be a shame because I kind of feel like Alice in Wonderland with this dress. I hope that you guys like it as much as I do. I usually don't wear with that many bright colors, but it already kind of feels like summer over here. I'm gonna clean this up, and if we go out, I definitely want to do some probably flower shopping, book shopping. I want to go find some new books now that I'm gonna have a little bit more of free time, and probably do like a nice dinner date for both of us here in the apartment. Watch the second release of Bridgerton season 3. I'm actually kind of craving making some cookies, so that would be nice. So I had to change. We were gonna go out, and I realized that there's probably going to rain, and the weather is overall messy, so I don't think it's going to be dress type of day. So I ended up changing so we can go out. Hopefully the sun comes out, but I just changed to a shirt and shorts. And on the back is going to be my mini Kelly, just to kind of put the outfit together. So we're gonna go out for lunch. I'm actually excited to leave the house a little bit, and I'm gonna pick up an order that I made to this store. They make linen clothing here in Barcelona. It usually takes a few weeks for them to make them because it was all pre-orders. It's finally here, so I want to go pick it up. I've been buying from that store for a couple of months now, and I really love it. And for lunch, we're gonna try a new sushi place. I'm kind of feeling like I want to try something new. So we arrived a little bit early, so we decided to sit down and have a drink while we get the reservation for the sushi. We ordered a drink that we have never tried, and it's gin, cava, that it's like champagne, lemon, and syrup. It is actually really good compared to the one that I tried on the last vlog before we left. It was just not good at all. It was too sour. This one is perfect. I've been trying to have like drinks and try new things because I always ask for a glass of wine, and this one is very refreshing. Like, we're finally getting like proper heat. Like, some days it's really hot and some days it gets a little bit colder. Fortunately, the sun ended up coming out, so now it's literally perfect. After lunch, I would like to see if we can find a store. I think I saw the open one with only English books because it's really hard to find a lot of English books. I'm actually quite excited for summer to start and maybe travel a little bit to like beach towns. I haven't been able to get into the water because it has been too cold, and I think when the next time that we're able to go to the beach, we're probably going to be able to, and I'm really looking forward to that.
So I hope this summer we don't get like so many tourists like previous year, but I think it's gonna be worse and worse every year. But yeah, right now the weather is amazing. Like we say in Mexico, it's 0 degrees, not too hot and not too cold. It's perfect. And Lou chose this drink. It's actually very good. I'm not a very cocktail person, but it's actually very good.
Okay, so a few hours have passed and I've been editing. We've been working a little bit, but we're gonna make something for dinner because we've been watching House of Dragons on HBO. The first season, because we want to be like all kept up because I kind of forgot. So we are gonna make like something quick for dinner and just sit down, relax, watch some TV, and then I'm gonna take a bath.
So I was supposed to do something a little bit more fancy for dinner, but I got lazy.
And also we didn't have the ingredients.
So yeah, we're gonna do a bit of leftover dinner. So we have some Iberg ham, some normal ham, cheese, hummus, and crackers, and that's it. Perfect TV dinner.
Yeah, I love having hummus and pretzels for dinner. I know it's not the healthiest thing, but it's really easy.
Yeah.
And the ham here, especially how do you say pavo?
Well, this one is very, very good.
No, I really love the turkey.
Yeah, this one I got it at the market.
The turkey ham is so good. Like something that I do love about living here is like the quality and freshness of those sort of things. And that one I love like so much, the cheese too. So it's gonna be an easy dinner, nothing too fancy. Maybe for the next vlog we can organize doing something a little bit more
elaborate.
Yeah, actually cooking. This is more like charcuterie.
Yeah, putting things on the table, and that's it.
I'm just gonna go light some candles and put House of Dragons on the TV. Also, I found these cheese pretzels. They go so good with hummus, but I also have the normal ones, but I think these are the ones that I'm gonna use today. I just finished taking a bath and I'm very much ready to go to bed. At the end, I ended up finding like this beautiful edition of Anne of Green Gables. I love collecting and just adding to my shelf like this edition of books and series that I really love. Like pretty much every classic book that is sort of romantic or very specifically a period romance, I try to get like these cute versions and I just add them to my bookshelf. So definitely gonna add this one tomorrow in the morning to the shelf. And I know that I didn't try the clothes. I'm sorry, I was just a little bit too tired today to do that. I think it's going to take me some time to get used to like this new normal and get back to routine. I was kind of hoping that right after the trip I was just gonna get back on track and do a lot of things that I need to be doing, but I've just been having quite a hard time to do so. So I think that I'm gonna give myself some slack and also space to just enjoy all of this, but hopefully sometime soon I can get back to waking up early. I've been waking up so late. I know that it doesn't look like it because I'm not really showing you the messy parts of the house, but I also need to start organizing and cleaning up because before we left, of course I wanted to leave everything quite organized around here, but there are some spaces where I just basically put everything in and I need to sort that out. And of course I also need to start planning some videos for the month. I think I'm gonna use next week to just do that, like plan what's next. And honestly I feel like all of this is because I feel like this, not emptiness, because honestly I feel way more relaxed and calm now that I don't have the wedding coming. I kept having this feeling that I was always forgetting something and that something was going to go wrong, but at the same time I feel like we had been planning the wedding for such a long time that now that we don't really have to do anything wedding related, it just feels so weird. I know that this probably happens to pretty much everyone, but it's been like adjusting since we came back to, okay, I have less to worry about and I can just focus on the rest and what's next, and also to just sit down and enjoy. I feel like something that I wanted to do for the longest time was just have a very chill summer, travel a little bit, spend full days at home, reading a little bit more. I really want to have slower days and relax and be with friends. So I think it's going to be perfect for that now that we don't really have anything big incoming. I think I would also love to spend more time just being a little bit more creative. I don't know how, but I just know that I've been wanting to do that for a little while. I don't know, I'm gonna think about what. I just feel like I want to explore creativity wise some other things and go back to routine for sure. Like the routine thing is what's been the weirdest part about coming back, because I'm not doing things as I'm really used to doing from the time that I get up to just the regular things that I would do from day to day. So I'm definitely gonna use next week for that. There's gonna be a lot of planning, a lot of reading, sitting down, just unwinding a little bit. And I would love to take a little trip or something, like something close, just to the beach probably. I would really like to go to the beach. It's super late, so I'm gonna go to bed and finish the vlog here. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Right now I'm not even sure how much I actually filmed today, so I really hope that you guys liked the video. And if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. If you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you tutorials right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you and see you on the next one. Bye.